listening to Social Misconduct with Mik and B.Walt, only on LA Talk Radio.
Stop. I was just posting the Snapchat letting people know that we're on air right now.
Snapchat?
Yes. I just posted a picture. I didn't do video. I'm sure I will throughout. So don't be like, you got me on Snapchat.
I'm tired of getting caught on other people's Snapchats, man. Don't get that shit out of here.
You should only.
You doing it right now? You doing it right now?
I was. Why do you always got to play with your nipples?
Because men secretly wish they had titties to play with.
Oh, my God. You know? Hi, guys. Welcome to Social Misconduct.
Say hi to the peoples. Damn.
I am.
Don't
Shut
indulge
up.
in my retardedness.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back or welcome to Social Misconduct. I am Mik, that's B.Walt, playing with his breast right now. And, yeah. Welcome back to a crazy week. What's going on? I just got a burst of energy.
Huh?
I just got a burst of energy.
That's that bump you took.
Shut up. My eyes are red as fuck. Like right before we got on air, I was like looking in the mirror and I'm like, why the fuck are my eyes this red? Like, what the fuck? That's weird. That's just lack of sleep. It ain't nothing exciting.
You weren't in the DARE program, clearly. You failed.
You know I'm terrified of drugs. Whatever. Shit.
I don't buy that shit.
Weed ain't drugs, so we ain't talking about that. That's not drugs. It's a plant.
It's from the earth.
It's from the earth.
For me and you.
Oh, my God. What's going on with you? I know you watch Super Bowl.
No.
What?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
I ain't watch it.
Why?
I ain't want to.
Okay. So you don't care about any of those teams?
The Bears weren't there. I was checking the scores.
When was the last time the Bears were in the fucking Super Bowl?
2005.
Awful.
And that big Frankenstein head motherfucker that won this year, he beat us. So I didn't want to watch it.
Peyton Manning,
yeah,
right?
fuck him.
See, I be learning stuff about sports. Some stuff. He old as fuck. I was like...
He's 40, right?
Yeah, 39, almost.
Close
See
enough.
how much I know? Look at me.
Mm-hmm. What team does he play for?
The Broncos.
Yeah,
took me a minute.
Which one is the one with
no,
the horse?
I was about to say the Panthers. It took me a minute. I was like, no, that's the other team. That's the losing team. That's Cam Newton. See, I be knowing shit. So I did not watch the game. I only tuned in. You know, I don't do real TV.
I had it kind of sort of streaming on my laptop.
Yeah, I had it streaming on Hulu. I mean, not Hulu. Apple TV on the CBS app was streaming it live. Yeah. So I was watching it. It was streaming on the CBS app, just online too. But I watched it only right before halftime because I was waiting on B. So Nikki was like, oh, I'll just tell you when it's time. I'm like, okay, but to be ready, just in case she wasn't on it, I had to just make sure. So about a minute in, I just let that shit play because I had to wait on B. And then I did tune back in at the end because I just wanted to know who won just so I could be a part of the conversation. So I got back on. I watched the last 3 minutes of the game. So there's that. But that's all that I know.
You saw more of it than I did. It was pissing me off because
a lot of people said that.
It was pissing me off.
And yeah. So B. And I'm not talking about Beyonce in general. I have one particular thing to talk about because I'm so sick of hating ass bitches.
Damn.
On social media. And this is not me standing out for her or no shit like that. I'm a fan, but I am not crazy like the Beehive, and I'm not that. But I do admire her. I like her and all that shit. So, I know you don't know any of this.
I know what the Beehive is because Ron told me.
No, you're not going to know what I'm going to say now. So, she just released a new song.
Okay.
Out of the blue, because that's just what Beyonce does. Shock us and shit. Shake up the world. So, she released a song and video called Formation.
Formation. Okay.
It's the blackest shit she's ever done in her life.
It's the black. Okay.
Black in a good way, in a great way,
pro-black,
pro-black,
black nationalism.
like a motherfucker. B came out bitch, I'm black. Don't you forget it. Don't let this light-skinned fool, like, she's not playing. She's talking about how she like her baby with her fro and her natural hair. She like her Michael Jackson nose and Jackson 5 nostrils. Like, these are lyrics in the motherfucking song.
Damn, okay.
Yes, like.
I'm going to have to get this shit on iTunes.
So it is called Formation. That's the name. So throughout the video, so much imagery, so many messages. She has a little boy dancing in a black hoodie.
Uh-oh.
He's dressed in all black. He got a little boy. I'm talking like 5 or 6. It's like he's little. So he's dancing, right? And it's a line of white cops. And it flashes to a wall and it says, "Stop killing us." Like, it's tagged on the wall. It's like, "Stop killing us." The little boy is dancing. And then he kind of stops. And then the police, like, surrendered to him. It was dope as fuck. You got to watch the video.
It's on YouTube, I'm assuming?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So it's so dope. And then at the end, she drowns a motherfucking cop car. Dude, I'm telling you, B went in. Yes. It's based in New Orleans. Like, giving, like, a nod to Katrina and all that shit that happened. So she filmed it there. Like, it's so fucking dope. Like, I just have a newfound respect for her, and I know I sound like I'm, like, standing out for her right now, but people are loving this shit. Like, people that weren't even fans are loving it, and people are mad. Some people, racist.
Of course.
You know, haters are gonna stay mad, and not even just white people. So I just brought it up because I don't understand how, particularly black women, can hate another black woman that's like fucking amazing so much. You don't have to like Beyonce's music. I'm not saying that. You don't have to like her mood. Well, she can't act. That's how you know I ain't part of the Beehive, because I can point out the bitch flaws. But you don't have to like particular things. Like, you don't have to be a fan and all that shit about her music. I don't understand how other women, especially women of color, can hate on this woman so much when she does nothing to know. Like, she just does great shit. And how could you hate on that?
That's
how do you
why.
not acknowledge at least, like, okay, I don't like her music, but she's dope as hell. She does it. She's a great bitch. Like, how can you not acknowledge those things? I fucking hate Kim Kardashian, but I can still acknowledge that bitch know how to work the system. She know how to take all y'all money, all our money. Like, she keep us watching. I feel that family, her mama in particular, are great businesswomen, but I hate them, period. But I can take away my hate and still acknowledge great shit that people do and real shit, especially from a business aspect. So I don't really understand so much hate that I've seen with people just like making shit up, hating on this girl. Like, I don't understand it. It needs to stop. It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't. Okay, I'm just sick of it. And because this is my motherfucking show and my platform, I just want to voice it. That's all.
It doesn't surprise me.
It doesn't surprise me.
And
But when is it gonna like?
I'm not one of the biggest Beyonce fans either.
Right. But you've never
her
not
put it
the
this
shit
way
that she does.
They do her and Jay. They do what every hood nigga says they want to do, and they do it the right way.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, they waited, they got their bread, they got their notoriety. Now people can't help but listen, so they let her do what she wants to do with that message. It needs to be said, and it needs to be said by a lot of people at that status that aren't doing it, so let her fucking do it.
Jay just donated $1.5 million to Black Lives Matter.
That's more money
through Tidal, like through the company. Yes,
that's more money than a lot of people will see in their lifetime.
But people gonna hate on it. Like,
of course they are.
People are gonna find something.
They're gonna probably say, "Why didn't he do it sooner?" They're gonna say, "Why didn't he do it sooner?"
It's never good enough, and like that's just the problem with black people. We always we'll find a reason to tear each other down, and then as soon as we do something good, you still finding a reason to like hate. I don't know. I just don't understand. You build people up because you all will buy the music. You know, you like all the shit that they do and all of that, and then as soon as they do something good, you still want to tear them down. Like, I don't get it.
That's crab in a barrel slave
you
mentality.
Build them up to tear them fucking down. I don't understand it.
The thing that people don't realize is that a lot of these stars give money behind the scenes.
So much
and you don't know about.
You just don't know about. And it's not just them that I'm talking about.
Remember when people was hating on Oprah?
Yes.
Like, this chick is like opening schools for people
She can never.
In third world countries, and you still talking shit about her and Gail. Like, who gives a fuck? Like,
everything
who cares?
she's accomplished, everything she's come from nothing. Oprah literally came from fucking nothing.
That's
and you have people still hating on Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah.
Like, I don't understand it. I don't know. I just don't get.
She's basically bought her way into heaven. Is gonna have her own wing there, and motherfuckers still find a reason.
Now that's somebody I do stand for. I don't give a fuck. Oprah.
Yo,
I'm a motherfucking stan. Love her,
but I mean that's just how it goes. A lot of us don't like to see another one of us doing well. I mean,
that's
even
sad. That's
even
so
in
fucked
even
up.
in our situation,
I know.
and we ain't even close.
We ain't right.
Nowhere near.
We nowhere
fuck,
near
I would
that.
take the change out of Jay-Z pocket.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But then I got so-called homies back home in Chicago that was hating when I first moved here. Like, why the fuck you a sellout because you leaving the south side of Chicago to go make something? Are you kidding me? They just do that kind of shit.
This
they
bitch
do
thinks she got a radio show. She went out to LA, blah, blah. Like, you always get it. And I will never understand that. When I see people doing their thing, I'm the first person. I'm reposting some shit. I'm congratulating. I'm shouting that shit to the rooftops. It's just, I don't know. I like to see other people win. I've
dedicated myself to helping people get to that point. But, you know, motherfuckers, some people just not like that.
We're building an entire business, and it's based on elevating other fucking people, making people better.
People will find a reason to.
People are gonna have something to say when we release our shit, but whatever.
Watch. I can't wait for the light-skinned jokes to come out.
But think about our company that we're about to launch. It's all about making people better and like them winning and like being in their best selves and all of that shit. And watch some people aren't gonna get it. They're not gonna understand and they're gonna hate on it. Mm-hmm. Who are you to do this and blah blah blah.
I told you about the homie, right? My buddy, he's a friend of mine, and I'm kind of sort of helping him and his girl, his female friend, who was calling me all kinds of names after I got her into an event that would have helped her for free. She was calling me names. It's just people are like that. People are like that. I don't care.
I had to like hide this one hating ass bitch on my timeline on Facebook. It's like up until reading her comments about Beyonce.
Can you text me her name?
I will. I thought she was cool, and then I'm like, girl, what is wrong with, like, that's a lot of shit. Now you're telling me a lot about your character right now for like just going off about a person you don't even fucking know, for one. Like, you don't even know her. Like, I don't get it. You don't know her life. You don't know the shit that she goes through every day. Like, I don't get it.
Shit about, like, it doesn't make any sense.
But none.
You wasting all that energy hating on somebody who's so far removed from you instead of worrying about how to make your life better.
I just had to do my little rant.
Seriously, I heard this somewhere though. How you gonna hate on somebody like Beyonce for doing some shit like she's doing, but you'll post 30 pictures of what you cooked? Like, that's something. Or you'll take 70 selfies of you and your girls at the same old raggedy ass club with the same old raggedy ass clothes, hollering at the same old raggedy ass niggas.
Your basic ass Vegas trip and your cheap ass Michael Kors bag that your man bought you, bitch. Like, you know, I'll go in.
But
I'm gonna just stop. I'm gonna just bring it down.
You're mad at Jay for giving $1.5 million to some shit that's really important, and Beyonce for the video.
Like. And then people always say celebrities don't, like, you know, take up for black people, or they never have a voice, or they never say anything. She does it, and now y'all still got something to say. Like, I don't get it.
And you know, this shit is way out the ordinary because we never even talk about celebrities on here.
I know. I just had to talk about it because it's been such a huge topic. I know you're not into social media like that, but you know I live on social media. And so it's just been dominating, like, all of my timelines. And so I had to bring it up. It really wasn't about Beyonce, the person. It was more so about, why do we hate each other so much and shit? We can never win. That's all that I had to say about that. But Beyonce is fucking fabulous. So she almost fell in her halftime show, and that bitch brought it right on back. I was like, because divas don't fall.
She's fallen before in performances, but then she'll do like some handstand and fix it.
But no, she saved that shit. She didn't fall. She like, not today. Not at the Super Bowl, motherfuckers. When I got a point to make. No, we ain't gonna do that.
Wow.
So yes, watch the video. I will send you links because you probably won't even find it. I'm gonna send you links.
I probably won't even remember. Okay, let's do the stories.
All right. So this student, a student bought Google.com for $12 and only got like 6,000 like to give it back to Google. So Google bought it from him for like $6,000, whereas people would think that it would have been like millions.
He's a student. He probably need the money.
Okay, so the story behind it is this guy used to work for Google, actually.
So he knew when that shit was expiring then.
No, he said that he have some type of alert set up and like for Google because he used to work there. He loved the company. So he didn't end on like bad terms or anything. So he still has love for the company. So he has alerts popping up. He got alerted that Google domain was on sale. How the fuck does that happen when y'all sell domains? Okay, but that's weird. So he got this and then he bought it for $12 because that's how much domains cost for all of you people out there trying to start a business and don't have one. They're really cheap. Yeah, so he did the right thing. Probably not what I would have done because I'm petty.
That.
But he contacted them, let them know, hey, bought Google.com for $12. They were already alerted anyway. Like they clearly knew somebody bought it. And so they offered him $6,006.13 because numerically that spells Google. So they're trying to be cute. Instead of millions and all of that. So because he's such a great guy, he didn't even pocket the money. He gave it to charity. And so they doubled the money.
Oh, okay.
To some foundation, Art of Living India Foundation.
So if you double it, what does that spell? Google? Google?
No, that's just money given to this foundation. So it was just interesting because, you know, a lot of people were saying what they would have done and all of that. But what I read is based on domain law or whatever the fuck you call it, Google technically didn't have to pay him shit.
So they were just being nice.
Yes. And it's good promotion.
I always envision
it's better promotion for them to like do something nice and act like, you know. But I don't even know. I probably should like learn more about domain disputes is what they're called.
I always envision a huge company like Google settling their disputes away from the table and just sending an assassin to take them out.
Yeah, they noticed that.
Like
Right.
open the door.
But yeah,
Problem
I was reading that for domain disputes, if it's like well known that you own this and like the person that bought it didn't do anything with it, some shit like that there's some type of law that can protect the company where they don't have to pay you shit and you have to release it or something. But you know that people make a living off of buying domain names and selling that shit for a ridiculous amount.
We learned that a long time ago.
But I guess to smaller companies, or, you know, companies not as big as Google, clearly.
Right.
But yeah, you can make an entire living off that shit and really just name your fucking price. And people will pay it because they need the domain.
They need the name, yeah.
So.
Yeah.
There's that.
Business 101. Business 101. Always get your domain name.
But I mean, he did the right thing. He got money, over $12,000 into a charity, you know, that he is passionate about. But I thought this was interesting and cute.
Okay.
This one's funny though.
A flying pink dildo. A flying pink dildo hits a politician in the face during a presser. I'm assuming it's
like a press conference type thing. Conference. Yeah.
It happened in New Zealand. An angry protester hits this high-profile New Zealand politician in the face with a pink dildo.
I watched the video.
And it bounced. It was perfect. It hit him right in the mouth.
It did.
If he would have had his mouth open, he would have.
It would have went right on in.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But he laughed it off though.
She was pretty mad.
She was pissed.
She said, "This is for raping our sovereignty, blah, 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 blah. Who gives a shit?"
She was mad.
The point is,
the shit was funny.
He took a pink dildo squarely in the mouth. And he wasn't even mad about it.
He wasn't. He laughed that shit out. I mean, clearly you're going to be surprised. He was like, oh, the fuck? Oh, shit. Okay, that was a dildo. And then he just laughed it off and kept on talking. And then they arrested that bitch. So, yeah. There's that.
So, I guess he signed the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement.
Yeah.
So
it's like one of the biggest multinational trade deals ever.
right. So she was pissed off about that.
Yes.
Yeah. So she hit him in the face with a dick.
I wonder if it was used. Gross. Think about it. Ew. I don't want to think about it. Okay.
I already did.
So thank you to Radio Flower, since that's what B calls her, not her by her real name.
Nah, that's what she goes as. Radio Flower.
That's her social media name.
Yeah, she's a writer and does a lot of stuff.
So
and
Radio
Flower.
Thank you for sending us this story. I saw this story actually a million times, but I thought it was fake. I should have known better because I kept seeing it, but it just didn't sound real. But she sent it to us and we were like, okay, we'll talk about it.
She ain't gonna send no fake shit either.
No, I didn't even bother to look into. I just saw the headlines wife crashes her own funeral, horrifying her husband who had paid to have her killed.
Fucking moron. What a fucking idiot.
So in Melbourne, Australia, a husband basically paid some gang members to have his wife killed because he's an awful person. But they didn't do it because they don't believe in killing women. That was the reason. They don't believe in killing women.
All right.
So they did. So they were at a funeral, actually. Coming from a funeral, I think her aunt or someone passed away. And, she was upset. So he's like, oh, go out on the terrace and, clear your head a little bit. So he had this shit all set up. They grabbed her ass from the terrace. They was out there waiting on her and shit. Mm-hmm. Kidnapped her, took her to some warehouse. It's like some movie shit. Took her to a warehouse or whatever and was like, so why does he want you dead? And she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? So they're like, your husband hired us to kill your ass. So she didn't believe it. They called him and she heard his voice and he was like, kill her. So they were like, well, lucky for you, we're going to take his fucking money, but we're not going to kill you.
It wasn't even that much.
It wasn't that much. So they dropped, it was what, $7,000 or something?
Yeah.
So they dropped her off in the middle of nowhere. She found her way back. She got help from her pastor and other people letting them know what happened. And then she waited until her funeral. And she didn't want to scare other people. So she waited until the church cleared out and shit. And then she saw her husband come out, walked up to his ass, scared the fuck out of him and had him arrested, of course. So there's that.
He thought he saw a ghost.
Right. Stupid motherfucker.
Dumb motherfucker.
So now you going to prison and your money gone, you dumb. And your wife is alive to tell the story. You're stupid.
She's going to make money off that shit. That's a story. That's a real story.
She was dumb as hell for marrying him.
If she needs someone to write it, she can holler at me.
She was stupid for marrying him, though, because he was known as an asshole. He had his ex-wife and kids killed. Did you read that shit?
What? Hold on. Wait a minute. So he did this before and he wasn't in jail already?
Because this was, in another country or some shit, and he got away with it. Yes.
What made her think he would be any better with her?
That's what I said.
We bag on people for going out with known cheaters.
Listen.
You going out with a known killer?
I'm going to read the sentence. She learned more about her husband's past. He had fled a rebel army that had ransacked his village, killing his wife and young son. But he was with them. So they did, but he was with this, they did it. So
he was a part of the army.
Yes. So she said she learned more about his character. I knew he was a violent man, is what she said, but I didn't believe he could kill me. Bitch, he killed his ex-wife and kids. What the fuck?
So who are you?
The fuck? So believe it.
I really want to write the story now. What's her name?
I can't pronounce it.
Okay.
I ain't gonna even try. Noella?
Okay. Noella. She's in Melbourne, right?
Yes.
We have a lot of fans in Australia, so there's a chance that she could be listening.
Yeah, we do have a good following in Australia.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if you're listening and you want me to write your story, at the end of the show, Mik will tell you how to get in contact with us, and I will write the story for you.
This shit was insane. So, yeah. I mean, he got what he... And then, of course, the guy got away with their little $7,000.
$7,000.
That's all he paid, and that's all he had, I guess. I don't
Who's doing hits for $7,000?
I know. That's cheap as hell. We'll kill your wife. Well, we won't kill your wife, but we'll take your $7,000. Maybe you should have paid more. Maybe they would have killed her ass. Oh.
Cheap motherfucker. $7,000.
$7,000. That's all she was worth, I guess. I don't know.
Well, this one's funny.
Yes.
An Italian wife faces 6 years in jail for mistreatment of her family because she doesn't do enough housework.
So this bitch don't cook and clean enough for you, so you, like, took her to court, and she really could face 6 years? Houseway? How?
I like it.
Of course you like it.
I like it.
Asshole, of course.
I fucking like it.
I hate it. The fuck?
I like it.
I definitely would be locked up, because if I don't feel like doing some shit, I'm just not doing it.
Why don't you tell these people how you pretend to cook and send pictures to me?
He never believed. So I've been cooking more, guys.
No.
I have. I've been cooking more.
Taking stock photos and sending them to me like you made some shit does not mean you cook.
I've been cooking for multiple
There's
reasons.
a watermark on the pictures you send me.
He's such a liar. Y'all don't believe that shit.
Come on.
He's a liar.
Come on.
I've been cooking more to save money and to lose weight. So he don't believe me. And I even sent him video and shit. He don't believe me.
You can't pull that from somewhere.
Shut up. So this is in Italy. She's facing up to 6 years after he took her ass to court for not cooking and cleaning for real. Like, so he was like, well, we're suffering because she doesn't cook and the house is not hygienic anymore. Like our living conditions, we're living in poor hygiene. Like all this shit. He was real dramatic and extra.
She's a housewife, right?
I don't know. I guess.
And he works?
I guess. They didn't go into all these details. I'm assuming.
You're assuming she's a housewife?
I guess.
So what?
It really didn't say.
So
that
what
she's
is she
a housewife? It just says like wife. It doesn't say housewife.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't say that.
Let's assume she's a housewife.
Okay.
Let's assume she's a housewife, right?
Okay.
So that domesticated shit is her job, right?
Absolutely not.
What is she supposed to do?
The fuck?
This dude out working and taking the kids to school.
Her job though?
Ain't that her job?
Is she getting paid? A job?
She got free room and board.
That's cute. No.
Then what is she supposed to do?
I'm your motherfucking wife. I put up with your shit. I just gave birth
put
to
up with
these
his
big-headed ass fucking kids. Are
Is
you
she watching the kid?
What do you
Is
mean?
she doing
She
something?
watching
What is she
dead?
doing? What
Are
is
the
she
kids
doing?
dead?
I want to know what she's doing.
Are the kids dead?
I want to know what
doing
she's
enough.
doing. I want to know what she's
enough.
doing.
She's fucking doing enough.
I want to know what she's doing.
He can open up his goddamn mouth and go and take her ass to court. Maybe he ain't fucking her right. Maybe that's it.
All I'm saying is
Her job.
when a dude ain't doing some shit, a woman could take him to court for damn near anything. Right? So why can't
What,
you do
like
this?
child support?
No, nigga, no, because child support, that's needed. No.
What else do we take y'all to court for? Child support?
Let's look at this little thing called infidelity over here.
You deserve.
If a guy is not doing what he's supposed to do over here,
You
she can take the
deserve.
guy to court, right?
If you cheat on me and we're married,
Isn't
and
that a
this
form of cheating where they get married and she don't do something? I'm not saying she got to cook,
B.
but something.
B.
You know
How
I'm
is
playing.
that
You know
cheating?
I'm playing devil's advocate.
How?
You know I'm
How
playing
is
devil's
that cheating?
advocate.
Shut up.
You know I'm just being a dick. But still,
Right now.
I like it.
Of course you do.
I like it.
This should
Throw the book at her.
Just divorce her.
She ain't doing nothing. She ain't doing nothing. But like eating off him, so like basically he's like got 3 kids. Right?
I guess.
Right?
I'm gonna take your ass to court.
Hold on. What would a woman say? Hold on. What would a woman say if she were a deadbeat dude that don't do shit and just stay at the crib all the time? What would you say in that?
I would leave, bitch. I would tell her to leave. That's what I would say.
No, I'm saying if you were in that predicament, right?
Okay.
And you going out with and for you it ain't gonna last no longer than 5 days.
I'm out.
But say you in that
matter.
predicament, you going out with a dude, he ain't doing shit but sitting on your couch while you out working. He ain't doing shit. Like you come home, the house dirty and shit. What would you say?
Kick his ass out. What do you think? Like, what do you know me?
He's being more civil. He don't want her to be homeless. At least she gonna go to jail and have a place to stay. Right?
See the bullshit that I
Right?
gotta deal with y'all.
Right?
I'm just not even going.
Right?
I'm not agreeing
Right?
with you because this is ridiculous.
You're being worse.
Wait.
You're kicking him out to the street. At
Wait.
least he's giving her a chance to.
He claims her mistreatment has been going on for 2 years. You're the fucking idiot. 2 years? You still with her?
He's giving her a chance to turn her
Shut
life
up,
around,
B.
and she won't.
I hate you. Shut
And
up.
she won't.
Talk about this fat ass, smart ass cat.
I love how you cut that shit off.
I did because I can't have this conversation with you.
Fuck out of here. She got to do something. Okay, so a cat is lost for what, a little over a year, and the owners find the cat living and it was a manufacturing plant for cat food. I think that shit is
Genius.
fucking genius.
Cats are so smart.
Yeah.
He wasn't lost, bitch. He just left.
Right.
He got all the food.
You wasn't feeding him right.
All the
He
food
got
down
all
the
the
street.
food.
And wasn't it like 2 miles away or some shit?
It wasn't that far. It was pretty close. And he was significantly a lot fatter and probably happier.
God. But wait, the owners couldn't even, like the owners of the company couldn't even find this motherfucker. They knew somebody was in there because he kept setting alarms off. So they set a cat trap. I don't know what that means.
Cat trap?
That's what it said.
Okay.
They set a cat trap, finally found him, like caught him. And because he has the microchip, that's how they knew who he belonged to.
They couldn't trace him before that?
I know. It took 16 months.
Don't they have like iPhone apps where you can trace your microchipped animal straight to it?
I don't know how it works. But the fact that it had been 16 months and the owners of the company, like, y'all couldn't catch the cat. Like, he fat as fuck, for one. Look at him. He been eating all y'all goddamn food.
He's testing all that shit.
Setting off alarms and shit, and y'all couldn't find him. This cat's smart as hell.
Testing all that shit.
And he looked too pleased with himself. Like, look at the pictures. He was like, fuck? I've been living. I don't know what the fuck y'all been doing.
They said he was gone. He's been gone since October of 2014. October of 2014.
It's hilarious. Oh, my God. He ain't give a fuck.
He ain't gonna want to go back home with them.
Right, and they were like, because he has brothers and sisters, and so they were like, well, we didn't know how the brothers and sisters would like.
So
would they accept him back?
Fuck that. He's going from having all
the
food that he wants to having to share with like 2 or 3 other people.
Bitch, what type of life is that?
All he's gonna do is get lost again and go right back. You know how cats are. You know how they are. If a cat don't need you, he don't need you, and a cat don't need them no more.
He really was 2 miles away though.
Yo, he found the hookup.
Oh my God, that is the funniest shit ever.
And he ain't gonna tell the other ones what it is either.
Fuck, I look like giving you my hookup. Y'all stay with this dumbass family.
Right. Fuck your canned fancy feast, motherfucker. I wouldn't tell him.
I wouldn't either. You stupid.
Meowing all the time and shit. He got a whole building to himself.
Oh my God. All right, let's breeze through these other ones.
Do this one. You gotta do this one.
What?
This is the sugar baby.
This is what I want to talk about. So this 18-year-old girl, she's cute too. 18-year-old girl with has her mother's blessing.
She got a forehead on her. She ain't that cute.
I got a forehead on me, and I'm fucking fabulous. Shut up.
Look at her forehead.
She's pretty.
You can show movies on that motherfucker.
Shut up.
Okay.
She's 18. Maya is her name, and she's a sugar baby.
Okay.
Yeah. So she goes out with men, dinner, and vacations and all type of shit. She claims she doesn't have sex. I don't know how true that is, but she claims that she just gets paid. She's an escort, basically. But they're calling
without
it
the sex.
Sugar baby. Right. Because escorts usually fuck.
What,
all of them don't.
She dating eunuchs? Nah, that's not believable.
She can earn over $350 just by having dinner. Just go out to dinner. You ain't sucking dick or nothing, girl. Like, you ain't doing shit.
Okay.
Like, that's all you doing. Get this. So her mother approves because she used to be a madam back in the day.
Well, there you
in
go.
The 80s. She used to be a madam, so she's all for it and claims that her daughter doesn't have sex, so she's okay. Girl, that's what your daughter telling you. She fucking.
You know what?
Maybe not all of them, but she can fuck somebody.
This might be hard for you to believe, but that industry does exist.
Oh, I know.
When I was in
Chicago, to have your company.
When I was in Chicago, I actually got approached by one of the male ones to do that. So yeah,
Well, I want to pimp you out anyway.
You gonna pimp me out?
Yeah.
But knowing you, it'll be you know. But anyway, yeah, they approached me.
You gotta fuck though, because we gotta get some money.
Nigga, they approached me, and it was that. You would go, you would hang out with somebody who's otherwise, and not necessarily like ugly or unattractive or anything like that. But
no, I know. Somebody is legit. Yeah, I used to see it in Chicago all the time.
Yeah, so they would be otherwise unavailable, but you would hang out with them.
My ex and I used to hang out at the Signature Room all the time.
I like that place.
You would always see escorts. We would play a game. We would sit back and be like, escort or no? Like,
Well, you could tell if the
What do
woman's
you
like
think?
55 and the dude is like 26. Like, you can tell then.
Or the other way around. The girl's like 18 and he's like 72 and shit. Like, yeah. So we would always like spot them at the signature room because apparently that was the spot to go to.
Yeah, man. I mean, it rotated. You could look out.
Very bougie. Yes. So she said that when she's broke or doesn't have a lot of money, she definitely think about having sex. You do it. But she never has, blah, 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 blah. And now all of a sudden, and this is in Sydney, another Australian story, Australia is placing the burden of student debt on the country. So now more women to pay their student loans and shit are going on this site called seekingarrangement.com. This is how she found out. That's what it's called. That's how she got the job, quote unquote. So yeah, she said it started as a joke. One of her friends was like, oh, you should do this. And she actually set a profile up and people were contacting her and that shit just became a job. So
that's similar to like when that happened to me when I was in Chicago. You know, I used to do a lot of the nightlife stuff, and somebody actually came to me in one of my clubs and said that, like, you should look at this. And
I'm about to start that.
You gonna start that shit?
Yeah, you're my first client.
You stupid as fuck.
There are currently 82,670 student sugar babies in Australia, and the average monthly allowance for each student is $3,000.
Fuck, I wish I could have done that in college, man.
That's crazy. So yeah, that's that. She got mom's blessing. So what more can a girl ask for?
Yo, she's the Australian Jenner, Kris Jenner.
Yep.
So this guy claims to have slept with 400 plus women, and now he's bored of sex. Okay, who cares? Wilt Chamberlain slept with 2,000 women, and he kept fucking until he died.
Are you really bored of sex, though? But he's making it seem like he's so deep, and they're just using me for sex. And I feel, this is his quotes, all they want from me is sex. I just can't find the one. I feel objectified and disgusted that they only want sex. A lot of girls are so much more open about it now. I don't see you putting a stop to it, though. Like,
that was
are you putting an end to it?
That was my issue for
little
a very long
boy.
time. That was my issue for a very long time.
Fuck out of here.
That was my issue for a very long time.
Was it? Okay.
Getting used for sex.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Benny James, 22-year-old little boy.
90,000 followers on Twitter, and apparently he's fucked a good fraction of them.
But he's bored now. And he wants to settle down. You're 22. Shut the fuck up.
Settle down at 22?
That's what he said. He wants to settle down. I want to settle down and start a family, but I've become so used to sleeping with girls that I'm not attracted to them after sex. I just want to smack the fuck out of this little boy. Like, I really want to smack him. If I ever see him, I'm going to smack the shit out of him. How about that?
He's over in London, so we should go find him.
I was like, we can go to London? The fuck? Dumbass. I just hate little pricks like that. Whatever. And last but not least, Woody Harrelson applies to open a marijuana dispensary in Hawaii.
Woody Harrelson is my favorite actor, man. And we got to meet him that one night at Sage. I love Woody Harrelson, man.
His eyes are everything.
Dude, he looked at me a little too long with them shits.
No, I was mesmerized too.
Yo.
It kind of like puts you in a trance because I forgot what the fuck I was saying when I was talking to him. Like,
we had the same,
and I don't even find him attractive.
We
like
had the
that,
same hat on, remember?
Yes, and he told you, he was like, "Love your hat" or
and
some shit.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that was different.
But yeah, he's buying what is he? He's applying to open a marijuana dispensary in Hawaii. Yeah,
because apparently medical marijuana has been legal in that state for more than 15 years, but they've never had patients to obtain it legally. Why?
He seems like the type of dude to throw back on some of that.
And he's a marijuana advocate.
Yeah, he seems like.
Simple Organic Living. He's going to open it under his company's name, which is that. And he applied, and he plans on opening 2 if approved. So, yeah.
He's one of the owners of Sage, right?
Yes.
Right. So, I mean, that's probably all up under the same.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
He'll get it. It'll be approved. All right. Last but not least. So, I love this chick Myleik Teal, who is the owner of Curlbox, which is a subscription box for mainly hair products for like natural hair.
Okay.
I've told you about her tons of times. Like I've always talked about her.
I don't remember.
You will if I keep talking, but I'm not going to keep talking about her because this isn't about her.
Okay.
I only bring her up because she posted this link and this article. It's called "The Biggest Mistakes People Make When Choosing a Life Partner."
Interesting.
And what grabbed me, because she did like a screenshot of this, and I sent that screenshot to you. This is what made me want to talk about this. I'm going to read this paragraph. And when you choose a life partner, you're choosing a lot of things, including your parenting partner, someone who will deeply influence your children, your eating companion for about 20,000 meals, your travel companion for about 100 vacations, your primary leisure time and retirement friend, your career therapist, and someone whose day you'll hear about 18,000 times. Intense shit. That's what it says. So she posted that part of it, and I was like, holy shit, you're fucking right. People are always like quick to jump into a relationship or think that they want one, but they don't really think about the real shit that goes into maintaining one. It's a business. Like, if you think about it, marriage is a motherfucking, like, you have to structure that shit how you would run a business. You are partners, and you have to act as such. If you plan on staying together. If you don't give a fuck about all that, that's a different story. But they said to subtract your age, start by subtracting your age from 90. So if you live that long, that's about the number of years you're going to spend with your current or future life partner, give or take a few.
I thought 50%.
In a happy life, you know.
Okay, all right.
This is like if you don't
Ideally,
divorce. Yes.
Because 50% of marriages end, right? Or more than that now.
Yes.
So.
And they say all that in here too. But this is like the idea. You know, people go into marriage stupid. Oh, we're going to be together forever. So that's what they're talking about.
Right.
With that idea going in.
Okay.
That's a long motherfucking time. I'm just saying.
What's your longest relationship?
5 years.
Okay.
Longest.
Multiply that by what? 50? Something like that? That's how long you're going to be with the person? I ain't good at math. I mean, it's just a long ass fucking
It's just a long goddamn time. If I'm subtracting anything from 90, it's a lot. Yeah. I'm good. I can't. No. But I ain't trying to get married. So. Okay. But this was interesting. Like, I just feel like, again, people are quick to jump into marriage or even a relationship and they don't really think shit through. That's why most people get divorced. Because you didn't think that shit through. It was cute. It was a great idea at the time. You kind of sort of like him or her at that moment. We ain't getting no younger. We might as well do it. So, like, that's an awful song, by the way. If you're too young, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. Jagged Edge. Look it up. Let's get married. So, yes, it says that people tend to be bad at knowing what they want from a relationship, and I agree.
Me too.
People just know or think that they want a relationship, but they don't know why. They don't go into the reason why they want a relationship. Well,
I think many of us are...
Or what they want from it once they get it.
I think many of us, we just have that natural urge to be around someone. And so that... And
I don't.
Well, but I'm saying
weird.
For many of us, the
I
normal
think it's something
folks...
Right. I'm like, I really think it's something wrong with me.
The normal folks have that urge, and the normal that shit that want starts to bleed into every other aspect of their life.
What's wrong with me?
I'll tell you off air.
Okay. I'm interested in knowing what he has to say. Because I don't have that urge.
Christmas head is one of those.
Shut up. I don't have that urge or need to just want to be around someone. I don't know. I just don't. I love being at home by my goddamn self. I love walking into my door and knowing nobody's there to bother me or talk to me or tell me about their fucking day because I don't care because my day may have been shitty. I don't give a fuck about your day. Like, I just don't.
So what other points were they trying to make in this? Because, I agree with that. A lot of people jump into relationships without
Okay, so
being
then
realistic.
the next point is society has it all wrong and gives us terrible advice.
Well, no shit.
That's true.
No shit.
Society encourages us to stay uneducated and let romance be our guide.
Yes,
Hello.
no shit. And I've spent the last how many years of my life trying to teach people not to do
music?
that?
I hear
Somebody
clapping.
is banging.
So I don't know if y'all can hear that, but we can hear it. I just didn't know what was going on.
They must be doing hopscotch out there or something.
Yeah, society. Don't let society dictate anything in your life. Honestly.
Yeah, society perpetuates stereotypes. It perpetuates gender roles. It perpetuates a lot of things that honestly shouldn't even exist today when it comes to relationships and stuff. And it is also the main, I guess, origin of why princess complexes exist and certain things like that. So, yeah, okay, I'm glad she's done drumming because it was throwing me off slightly. Society is the main, what's the word, proponent for shit like princess complexes existing, for shit like unrealistic expectations existing, and it'll throw you off. So then you bring all this bullshit baggage with you to this person you meet, and then you're mad because this motherfucker doesn't fit into every slot that you want him to fit into perfectly. So
society places a stigma on intelligently expanding our search for potential partners.
Yeah.
I agree. It says that our dating choices are 98% a response to market conditions and just 2% immutable desires.
Do you know how much... Okay, so I've done this for, 15 years? Do you know how much hatred I've gotten over the years from telling people to kind of reject that stuff? Because they don't want to hear that. Oh, love is mystical and love is this, that, and the third. No, it's not.
Did you look at some of these pictures?
Yeah, I saw them.
I love one that says, so they have a group of people holding a sign that says yes, and it's called other people. And then you have the guy making the decision, and he says, oh, and then there's another guy over here called his gut, and he has a little sign that says no, and the guy is saying, sorry, there are more of them and their sign is bigger. So you're just gonna go with what society is saying, like other people. If the majority of people are saying this is what you should be doing, but your gut is fucking telling you this is what the fuck you should be doing, you're gonna listen to them because you just feel like they're right, and that's stupid.
How many women have dated a guy that they really had no interest in, but he looked good on paper? Or how many guys...
That's another one of the points.
How many guys have gone out with a girl because it's supposed to be, like it looks like a good fit? And
so the next point is society rushes us. Yeah, so it says that in our world, the major rule is to get married before you're too old, and too old varies from 25 to 35, depending on where you live.
Damn, just missed it.
The rule should be, whatever you do, don't marry the wrong person. I agree.
Exactly.
Focus on the person and not the time. Like, I do think that that's stupid. People do rush into it. It's this biological clock and all this shit to have children, to get married, and to do all this shit. Like, I do feel like I'm running out of time, but I feel like I'm running out of time for, like, my career and to travel and to do all the other selfish shit that I want to do. It has nothing to do with a man. A man is great, yes, whatever. But I want to do what
spiders, changes light bulbs,
fix flat tires, carry the heavy shit upstairs that I don't want to get. Shit like that, yes. Yeah. I don't, sex, great. There's that.
There's that.
But I don't know. Like, my time clock is so different than most women. I want a kid, so that doesn't exist with me, and I don't give a fuck about being married.
Men, but see, the thing that's another misconception. Men also have those I guess biological
absolutely
plateaus where they think they're supposed to be a certain person. You know what I mean?
And there was just an article or interview or something that was just out there that I kind of read about, like, people like Oprah and Shonda Rhimes, just these uber successful women that don't want to get married and don't give a fuck. And, like, other women can't understand that. And they can't, like, I don't know, their minds can't be wrapped around that idea. And I'm just like, these women are doing their fucking thing, and all you bitches can think about are marriage and them finding a husband.
Let me throw out let me throw out a quick hypothesis right quick when people do that, okay? So from the time you're born, you're basically told that you're supposed to act a certain way, right? Okay. Biologically, you're also kind of pushed to do a certain thing. And so on a biological level, and my scientific friends can look this up if they think I'm bullshit. On a biological level, your body is telling you the only way to live forever is to reproduce.
Right.
So, and with women, reproducing is way more taxing than men, which is why it's like the utmost importance to choose the right person. Because you carrying around this dumb nigga sperm and you get a dumb nigga baby, I mean, you pretty much fucked up.
Now you got a fuck baby because you had a baby by a fuck nigga. Like,
but so, you know, that's why there's so much, I would hypothesize that's why there's so much pressure, at least on women, to do that. You know what I'm saying? And they give Oprah shit because Oprah's actually fighting what someone considered to be biological urge. But if you look at it in another way, Oprah's actually doing way more.
How
live
long
forever
Oprah been with Stedman? She got her dick in a bottle. She don't need.
It's not even about that. If you look at Oprah's world influence in comparison to a woman that has 1 or 2 kids,
right?
Them 2 piece of shit kids might do something. They might do something. Maybe one gets a scholarship, one plays ball. But you know what I'm saying?
Piece of shit kid.
Oprah has influenced thousands of people. Maybe more than that. There's kids today that she's paid to go through college and all that are going to be something. So technically, when you make that argument that Oprah forego having a family, she really didn't. She just has a different kind of family, and she's helped out a whole bunch of people. Whereas
more
you might
than
have
your potentially fuck kids by this fuck dude in this fuck ass relationship.
Right, you got 2.5 kids and a dog. And you looking at Oprah because she's helped way more people than you even know.
Constantly mad at your husband because he the wrong motherfucking choice.
But see that's just people. Bitch, that's just people looking at the world in the wrong way. You looking at the world through the wrong glasses. You need to expand your horizons and.
Through those cheap ass Forever 21 glasses, bitch. Look through some Tom Fords and maybe you'll see some better shit.
But yeah, so that I would hypothesize that the root of people shitting on somebody like you or me or Oprah who doesn't have kids yet is that like their worldview is too small. It's just too small.
That may not be in the motherfucking plan, and I need for people to be okay with that shit. Well, I don't really need you to be okay because I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do regardless. But it should be okay. If I choose to never get married and never have children, why the fuck do you care? At the end of the day, it's my life to live. I have to go through this wonderful life being child free.
And
like,
please,
the fuck?
Please, if you're gonna make that argument, don't throw the Bible in there. Please don't do it.
We don't even need to bring
Please
that
don't
up.
do it. I'm just saying because
a
man is supposed to be with a woman and under God. According to the Bible, I'm not going to heaven anyway. No,
shit.
No, because of how my parents weren't married.
Right.
And Deuteronomy 22 something said that bastard children don't go to heaven. So fuck that
you
book.
Live
fuck
anyway.
that book. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
You were doomed from the beginning.
Right, I was doomed from
me too.
Point 1.
So then they break down. I know we have to speed this up, but then they break down types of people.
Types of people.
Overly romantic Ronald. His downfall is believing that love is enough reason on its own to marry someone. Bullshit, Ronald. No, sirree. No. I'm not going to go all into this. You all can read this. It is on courts.com. And just in case you need a spelling, QUARTZ.com. And so fear-driven Frida.
Is that? Let me guess before you even read it. She's the one that has to get somebody quickly because her eggs are drying up?
Yes, so there's the stick figure. This guy is chasing her. He has like the scream face, the scream mask, and he has a knife running behind her, and she's screaming, "Somebody marry me!" These drawings are hilarious. So, yeah. So fear is one of the worst possible decision makers when it comes to picking the right life partner. Y'all know how I feel about fear and all of that. Externally influenced Ed, that was the one that I talked about with the sign, and he's not trusting his gut because he's listening to society, blah, 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 blah.
Right. Shallow
Sharon, I love you. I love the concept of you. Yes, there's that. So the guy's like, I love you. The girl's like, I love the concept of you. You're good on paper. Right. She likes the on paper him. Selfish Stanley. Would you marry my needs? So Stanley just won't.
Sounds like selfish Sharon, too.
Hey, that too. It's my way or the highway type. Yeah, so I like the way they broke it down. There's so much to this article that you all can read. I plan on reading it in its entirety because I didn't get a chance to. And because of time, right now we gotta go. So I can't go through more of this, but it's really good. Yeah. What you think?
Yeah,
Good points.
They're all right.
I think they were really good points.
Yeah, it's the first time I've actually agreed with
that people really need to like read this fucking article
Right.
before choosing a mate and realizing what goes into it and everything. But anyway, any announcements before I go into the spiel?
No. Nope.
Well, damn.
I'm hiding out.
Valentine's Day?
Hiding out?
No plans?
Nope.
You'll be out of town or
Yep.
something, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
So no Valentine's.
I'll talk about that when I can.
plans.
Can't talk about it now.
You know, I don't give a fuck. So I'll be somewhere drinking wine like a usual day for me. So yeah, follow us as usual on social misconduct.
See?
On social media at social misconduct. On Instagram, social misconduct radio, on Facebook, and social misconduct on Twitter. Guess what? On Instagram now I can have like multiple accounts that I don't even have to sign out now, and I can just go through mine and yours and everything.
Why would you go? Okay.
Really? I created yours. The fuck?
Oh yeah, that's right. Damn it.
I own yours. I can change your password if I wanted to.
Nigga, come on.
So yeah, follow us on all of those things, and as always, what was I about to say? Why am I drawing a blank when it's time to go and shit?
Because you old, and that's the first thing that goes in memory.
I'm behind on putting shit on SoundCloud and iTunes, but what else is new? If you want to watch archives, though, you can go on latalkradio.com on our show page or on our YouTube channel. Anything else?
I don't think so.
No. All right. Same time, same place next week. I can't fucking talk. Peace.
You're listening to Social Misconduct with Mik and B.Walt, only on LA Talk Radio.